a memorable fancy. The prophets Isaiah and Ezekiel dined with me, and I asked them how they dared so roundly to assert that God spoke to them, and whether they did not think at the time that they would be misunderstood and so be the cause of imposition. Isaiah answered, I saw no God nor heard any in a finite organical perception, but my senses discovered the infinite in everything, and as I was then persuaded and remain confirmed that the voice of honest indignation is the voice of God, I cared not for consequences, but wrote. Then I asked, Does a firm persuasion that a thing is so make it so? He replied, All poets believe that it does, and in ages of imagination this firm persuasion removed mountains. But many are not capable of a firm persuasion of anything. Then Ezekiel said, The philosophy of the East taught the first principles of human perception. Some nations held one principle for the origin, and some another. We of Israel taught that the poetic genius, as you now call it, was the first principle, and all the others merely derivative, which was the cause of our despising the priests and philosophers of other countries, and prophesying that all gods would at last be proved to originate in ours and to be tributaries of the poetic genius. It was this that our great poet King David desired so fervently and invoked so pathetically, saying that by this he conquers enemies and governs kingdoms. And we so loved our God that we cursed in his name all the deities of the surrounding nations, and asserted that they had rebelled. From these opinions, the vulgar came to think that all nations would at last be subject to the Jews. This, said he, like all firm persuasions, is come to pass, for all nations believe the Jews' code and worship the Jews' God. And what greater subjection can be? I heard this with some wonder, and must confess my own conviction. After dinner I asked Isaiah to favor the world with his lost works. He said, None of equal value was lost. Ezekiel said the same of his. I also asked Isaiah what made him go naked and barefoot 3 years. He answered, The same that made our friend Diogenes the Grecian. I then asked Ezekiel why he eat dung and lay so long on his right and left side. He answered, The desire of raising other men into a perception of the infinite. This the North American tribes practice, and is he honest who resists his genius or conscience only for the sake of present ease or gratification?